Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to install the very great graphics mod QuantV. First thing you want to do is go over to the Patreon, make sure you subscribe to it. You just got to subscribe for 1 month, not multiple months. 1 month gives you access to that version for the rest of your life. If you want updates though, you'll have to buy it again, aka subscribing every month, but I buy it every few months and it works perfectly fine. You have to buy the level 3 plan. It's just $10 and it's not a month. You can just cancel it right after and you'll have access forever. Make sure you have Discord linked to your Patreon. You can do that by going into settings and linking it. I'm not going to do that because it's probably, I don't know what it's going to show if I go into settings. So once you've done that, it should invite you to the QuantV Discord right over here. And you're going to come over to download whatever latest version you have. It doesn't matter. Like mine's February, but it'll be the exact same install for you guys. If it's not, like if you guys have like March or April or whatever you guys have. So then you want to go over here to single player, download, and whenever you download, it'll take you over here and something will show up just like this, QuantV single player. You'll want to click on that link and then it'll bring up a download and just download it to wherever. Make sure you guys do have WinRAR installed. WinRAR is really easy to install. Just literally search up WinRAR on your browser, download it, go through the little setup process, and then boom, you're good. And then once you have that, you're going to go over to wherever you downloaded this at. You want to click on it. You want to go to a right click after you click on it with your left mouse button. Go over to open with WinRAR. Once you've done that, WinRAR will pop up. If this menu pops up, do know it says WinRAR is not free. WinRAR is free. Like I've had this menu's probably popped up for me for the past 4 years. It's free, trust me. So you don't have to worry about anything with that. So first thing you want to do is you want to open up your OpenIV. Now if you do not have OpenIV, install that as well. It's the same thing as WinRAR. Just search it up. It's very easy to install. Very easy. And then once you have that, you want to go to GTA 5 and you want to go to Windows. Once you do that though, you'll want to make sure you turn on edit mode right here, and it'll say something like this. You want to have to go over here to tools. You want to go to ASI manager, okay, and you want to make sure to install all of these, and it'll ask you, do you want to create a mods folder? Click yes, and then it'll, once you've installed it, make sure you install all of these. If it ever says you do not have these installed, your game will break. So once you have that installed, you're going to want to come over here and go to the part 1, the base mod install.oiv. You're just going to want to drag and drop it over in here to OpenIV. Go over here, go to install to mods folder. Never install to your game path unless game path is the only option. If game path is the only option, then sure, that works. But always install to your mods folder unless game path is the only option. So once you've installed that, you want to go back over here, back to part 2 now, and do the exact same thing. Now hold on, because it's going to be a little bit more difficult in a second. Not that much more difficult, but slightly more difficult. It won't just be drag and drop into here in a second. Alright, we got that done. So now you want to go back, and you can see all of this stuff. So this is totally up to you. Now this will depend on it depends on what you want in your game, is pretty much what I'm trying to say. So first thing is visual presets. I'll explain to you what these do. So visual presets, QuantV uses reshade, like I was saying. QuantV uses reshade instead of E and B. Reshade uses presets. So QuantV is the base graphics mod, but you can use reshade presets to make your game look even better. And reshade presets is what I like to use. Now, I don't use either of these, but if you want to use these, they're very easy. All you have to do to install a reshade preset is go over here, go to wherever your Grand Theft Auto is. And if you don't know where your Grand Theft Auto is, let me remind you guys, you guys can come over to Steam over here. You can come over to Legacy. Boom, manage, browse local files. There you go. So, with this, like if I want to install that, I'm gonna go over to Grand Theft Auto, right? And let's say I want to install Vivid Summer. Boom. Now, and I'll show you guys how to enable that in a second. I use Enter's reshade preset. I think it's the best one out there. I use that, and then I use camera extended, like an extended camera thing, which I can show you guys how to install if you guys really want that as well. But if you want to use this, I like the Vivid Summer the most out of the base ones. Also, if you go over to the QuantV Discord, you can come over here, reshade and resources. People release free reshades in here as well that you can install, right? So like, look at this one. This one looks, looks decent. You can install that and it's the exact same install, right? It's very easy. See these, so some of them look good. I think the best ones though are usually paid, and they do have paid one in here, but like Enter, he doesn't have his in here. If you search up Enter reshade or whatever on YouTube, you'll see his preset. It's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna download that real quick, and then I will see you guys in a second. Okay guys, so I just installed those, and like I was saying with, I didn't even show you guys all of that. So like I was saying before, with the reshade presets, you also have other stuff that you can add on. So blizzard weather with snow, clearing with rain. So whenever you have snow weather on, the like blizzard weather will show. Whenever you have clearing on, it'll still be raining, just less. So that's more for like roleplay factors. If you want that, it's great. If you don't want that, and it'll just keep normal GTA weather how normal GTA weather is. Obviously, it'll look better, but it won't change exactly kind of how it works, you know? Long draw distance and reflections. I do like to do this because for my thumbnails and everything else, and my computer can handle it. If you're not sure if your computer can handle this, just don't install it. And if you want to, you can always come back to this file and install it after. So all you gotta do, if for any of these, pretty much, other than the reshade presets, is go over here, install the mods folder, install, and then boom, it'll install it for you, and it's perfectly good. But just so you know, any of these add-ons that you install could hurt your performance. They could do whatever to you, right? I like motion blur on in Rockstar Editor for, once again, my thumbnails. If you don't use Rockstar Editor, I wouldn't even turn this on because it might lag your game a little bit. I'm not sure. I haven't really tested exactly what changes performance and what doesn't. But especially if you do use Rockstar Editor and you don't want that, definitely don't turn it on. So if you're on an old game patch, for some reason, you can always put that in there. I like to do the no skid marks at low speed just for realism. Cause like whenever in normal GTA, if you turn like 1 inch, it starts making skid marks, you know. But now this just fixes it, makes it more realistic, a little bit nicer looking, and there's less stuff on your screen, which actually this should help performance. So here's one thing that's a little bit different. So reshade ScriptHookV compatibility. The trainer that you use, that we're going to use to kind of edit some of our stuff in game, requires this. If you do not want the trainer, you do not need to install this. I would still install this anyways, though, just in case, you know, if you ever have any ScriptHook issues, this will help, like, fix those. So even if you're not going to use the trainer, I would still suggest installing this, but you don't have to, but I would suggest it. So go back and then go over to the trainer, make sure, yep, requires ScriptHookV support. Boom, install, mods folder, install, and then you come over here and it'll uninstall everything if you want to. So if you ever want to uninstall the mod, come over here, uninstall IOV, it'll uninstall everything. I don't turn on this just because it has the California plates. I like to keep it Los Santos. So boom, now you've officially installed the QuantV. Like I said, you can install a custom reshade preset. I did. So now that we've installed QuantV, let's go launch the game real quick. Alright everybody, so now that you have been loaded into single player, you should automatically see a difference. But what you want to do is you want to click home on your keyboard. Now that'll bring that up. But what you want to do is you can come over to here and you can change your reshade preset. So here's another thing. As you can see, you only have these 4 things, but some people are going to require you to have a lot more. So I'm also about to show you how to install that. One thing I would also suggest you do is change the home overlay key to something more like delete. That's what I do, so that this thing does not pop up whenever you do that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Discord. Now you're good here. If you just want to click your reshade preset and play, you're good. But if you want it to look even better, what you want to go over here is go over to support, go over here to the pinned messages, and 6.4.1. Install this. This is safe. Trust me, it's from the QuantV community. It's safe. Boom. So download that and then open it up once it's done downloading. Okay guys, so now we have it installed. So you want to go, just don't even do it. Just go to your Grand Theft Auto, and as you can see, there's a reshade shaders thing there. Drag and drop. Boom. Now that you've dragged and dropped it, you now have all the extra things that you're going to need. So it won't load in until you relog GTA 5, but as you can see, the game already looks a lot better. And I'm gonna go cook my preset real quick, just one of them, not the one I'm gonna actually use. And you can see it helps a little bit, but with all those extra custom shaders, it'll help even more.